I think one of the best ways to incorporate healthy meals into your life is to figure out how to make the recipes and the meals that you already love work for you in a really practical way. And so I'm going to show you that in this video. This is a day in my life where I'm sharing what I eat in a day. I'm going to show you some easy tricks for batch cooking and reheating oatmeal for very simple and fast breakfasts in the morning. I'm going to show you this rainbow veggie plate, which ended up being awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy. One of my best tips is to batch cook, and the difference between batch cooking and meal prepping is that batch cooking is just making extra when you're already cooking so you have leftovers, versus meal prepping is often something that you do as a separate time where you're, specifically making food for later. And so oatmeal is a great thing to batch cook because if I'm already going to make oatmeal, I might as well make it easy on myself for the next couple of days and make extra. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but oatmeal doesn't reheat very easily, and this is what I'm going to show you. So basically what I do is I take my leftover oatmeal, which I just make my normal way, and I reheat it for about 2 minutes in the microwave. At that point, I add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of plant milk, depending on how thick I want it to be, and spend just like 15 seconds stirring that together, because when the oats are hot, they're going to absorb a little bit more of that liquid. Then I microwave for 1 more minute to make it thick and creamy and top with whatever toppings I have on hand. On this day, it was peanut butter, ground flaxseed, and some apples that I had also batch cooked with cinnamon. This was delicious and so easy. After that, I did some work and then got myself ready for the day. My boyfriend and I recently went to go see the Barbie movie, and it was at a mall. And so we passed the Lush store and saw that they're doing a SpongeBob collab, and they have this pineapple solid body lotion that you basically just rub on your skin when it's warm from the shower. And it's like a plastic-free body lotion, which smells so good. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite cruelty-free and vegan products, starting with that lotion. Also, I've really been loving these shampoo and conditioners. I didn't know that Paul Mitchell was cruelty-free, but it has a certification on the outside and it says it's vegan, so I was really pleasantly surprised. I also shaved with my Harry's shave gel and my razor, and then I did my skincare routine, which I'm still kind of testing out those products, so I'll skip over that for now and let you know what I think later on. But I always finish with sunscreen, and for my hair, I just kept it simple and I used this styling product from Briogeo, which just kind of helps to smooth, and especially with the humidity, it helps with frizz. So I do a small amount and I just kind of comb it through my hair while it's damp. And the final step is this Summer Fridays lip balm. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but it is seriously my favorite lip balm, but it also doubles as a lip gloss. You can layer it on top of products, and it's so hydrating and shiny. I really love it. I think I've honestly repurchased it like 3 or 4 times at this point, so definitely a big fan. Then I finished by blow drying my hair and tucking the front pieces behind my ears so they would get a little bit of a natural curl. And if that shave gel and razor caught your eye, I've got some really good news. Saving money is more important than ever, so I'm going to cut right to the chase and let you know that the link in the description box below will get you my favorite razor for just $5. That's the 5-blade razor, a weighted handle, a blade cover, and Harry's shave gel. All a $13 value that you can get for $5. So keep that in the back of your mind, because honestly, this is the best razor I've ever used. It's the only one that I've been using for a couple of years now. And because Harry's makes their razors at a factory in Germany that's been making razors for over 100 years, they're able to offer factory direct prices. They don't jack up the price just because they can. There's no pink tax. It's just a fair, affordable price for an incredibly well-made, high-quality razor. And I really do notice such a difference in my skin when I use it. And I use it not only on my legs, but I've mentioned in other videos, I use it on my arms, my underarms, even my mustache. It has a textured rubber grip, so it's really kind of secure feeling in your hand. I highly recommend checking out the link in the description box below, taking advantage of this offer for just $5 and getting yourself the trial kit. I really think you guys will love it. I've gotten such good feedback from those of you who have tried it, which makes me really happy too. So I hope you guys enjoy this razor. I'm gonna go finish up some work. I've got editing and computer work, and then I have some errands in the city today, so we can go do that together and grab some lunch while I'm there. Oh, side note, I forgot to show you these lamps. There's 2 on either side of the bed. They look so pretty at nighttime when the light is kind of coming through the rattan basket. I think it gives a really pretty glow and creates a little bit of a design on the wall, which is also really nice, but nothing else in this room is done yet. So I'm gonna wait and do more of a reveal once I have the other accessories in place, but having those up on the walls is just such a nice feeling because they were sitting on the floor for like a while. kind of a long time. So now that they're up, it just feels really good. It's like that little thing that is low on the priority to-do list, but when you get it done, it's just so satisfying. Comment below and let me know what one low priority task on your to-do list is that you've just been meaning to cross off and keep rolling over from to-do list to to-do list. That happens to me all the time with stuff like this, and when you finally get it done, it is the best feeling. So let me know what you've been putting off, and maybe this will be a little bit of a boost to motivation to get that one done, because I'm telling you, such a good feeling. I headed into the city on the PATH train, and weirdly, I was the only one on the train, which never happens, but I gotta admit, it was pretty nice. And at this point, I was pretty hungry for lunch, so I stopped at a Bagel, which has some vegan-friendly options. And if you guys are thinking, Nicole, you get a bagel every time you go into the city, you're not wrong. And I think that's because New York City bagel places have so many vegan-friendly options, especially when it comes to the tofu cream cheeses. At the end of the afternoon before heading home, I stopped into the MoMA. I've been wanting to go here forever because they have an incredible collection of art. I saw Andy Warhol's, I saw Van Gogh's, I saw Picasso's, and this Monet, the lilies, so humongous. And in real life, it was just breathtaking. I walked into the room and I literally gasped because I was not expecting it to be this huge. As you can see, it takes up about half the room. I also really love this chair, which might be random, but I put that in because I just thought this would be amazing to have at home. I was also happy to see a Kandinsky because Kandinsky is the first artist that really made me love going to museums. I remember I was 14 years old and he was the first one that I really spent a lot of time learning about after I first saw him at the Guggenheim. And he has these watercolor paintings, which tend to be very geometric like this, but also really incredible abstract art as well. So I absolutely love him. It always makes me happy to see. Being at this museum was a really good reminder that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Sometimes when you're at a place like this, you think that you have to spend the whole day there because there's so much to see. But a lot of times I don't have a full day to devote to going to a museum, which means that I'm not going as frequently as I would like to. So I'm really glad that I just went for a little while in the afternoon. I saw a few exhibits and I really enjoyed them. And I think that that reminder that it doesn't have to be all or nothing is so important because you don't have to put off the things you want to do just because you can't do them fully. It's okay to take them in little pieces and, bit by bit and just enjoy here and there when you can. I also really loved going to the design store after they closed. It has so many beautiful books and really colorful glassware. I loved being in there. And on the way home, I stopped and had a drink at the rooftop at Bryant Park. This was so relaxing and very summery. When I got home, I changed into comfy clothes and poured myself a sparkling water. I've been loving the Waterloo sparkling waters, especially this summer because they have like a strawberry flavor and a black cherry and a watermelon that just feel very summery and they're so refreshing and crisp. Then I got started on dinner and you guys, this is definitely going to be a very random dinner, but if you ever find yourself in the situation where you have a lot of random veggies that you want to cook up and use, but you're afraid that they don't go together and you also have some random leftovers that need to get used up, just make it all, batch cook it all so nothing goes to waste, and call it what I call a rainbow veggie plate. So on this day, I had a sweet potato. I went ahead and roasted that with some cumin, za'atar, salt, and pepper. I had half of a cauliflower, so I did cumin, smoked paprika, salt, and pepper. Might as well cook that up and use it. And then I wanted something that was going to be kind of substantial, have a bit of protein to help balance out the meal. I had a couple of slices of tempeh bacon, so I figured why not cut that up into like bacon pieces, bacon bits, and add a can of beans. I did the same exact seasoning as the cauliflower and put that in the oven in the last 10 minutes. And finally, I had some pickled red onions and kale that I really wanted to make the most of. So I went ahead and I massaged the kale with a little bit of the vinegar from the pickled red onions. And once it had reduced in size by about half, I added some vegan tahini Caesar dressing, a little bit of nutritional yeast, and some more pickled red onions, and I tossed that all together. This on its own was delicious. delicious, but I decided to then plate the kale salad with a little bit of this leftover cucumber and tomato salad that, again, I wanted to use up. I added some of the sweet potato fries, which were so good. Seriously, you guys, this is your sign to make sweet potato fries. I know that they're so simple, but they always hit. Then I also had some roasted potatoes and beets that needed to be used up in the fridge, so I put that on the plate as well. Why not? And then I topped the whole thing with the beans, the bacon bits, the cauliflower, and more of that dressing. I feel like you can really get away with putting a lot of different roasted veggies on a plate if you can tie it all together with a good dressing. This one was Lauren Toyota's tahini Caesar dressing, and it worked really well. But like bitchin sauce or any of the tahini dressings, I'll put a couple of my favorites below. This ended up being very delicious, packed with fiber, protein, and so many vitamins, and we watched Finding Nemo with dinner, which was so cozy. I hope this video gave you some good ideas. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend or family member who might find it helpful. I know so many of us are looking for easy meal ideas, and that's truly why I make these what I eat in a day videos, because I really think that I know for me, it's easy to overcomplicate things or to make the same thing over and over. So I hope in sharing these little tips and tricks that you guys get inspired and make yourself some healthy meals at home. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out the link to try Harry's in the description box below, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.